I could describe Starwood in one word, I would say opportunity. I've seen entry-level positions and people come in as management trainees, turn into managers and leaders. It's endless what you could do. There's so many different departments and then locations around the world.
I started as a turn-down attendant. I didn't know nothing about Starwood or St. Regis.
Coming out of college or university, it was, let's find the job, and it was as a security officer.
I started off as an intern.
As a food and beverage cashier at the Sheraton Princess Kailani.
I started as a security officer here. I worked my way up as a security supervisor. Now I'm the security manager, and I'm responsible for everybody's safety and well-being on the property.
I started my career in Starwood Hotels and Resorts in November of 1997.
I've been working here for 9 years now.
I've been working here 15 years.
I started working for Starwood in 1999.
1995.
Well, I've been working for Starwood Hawaii for 42 years.
I have worked for Starwood Hotels for over 30 years. I started March 10th, 1980, which is a day after my 18th birthday while still in high school.
I've been at the Sheraton Kauai for 25 years. This is truly, actually, my first job. I truly am happy that I'm able to work for a company that takes these things into consideration. Yeah. Last year, my dad got sick. It was an emergency. We had to fly him to Oahu, like really last minute. Call my GM and tell him I need help. Within minutes, it's like, Sissy, tell your mom, come here. We have a room for her. That'll be no problem. They just had to help my mom out like this. For me, was just priceless. There's no way I can ever repay the hotel for what they had done for my mom. I'm never ever going to forget that. My family will never ever forget what he did for us.
That's one of the things I love about Starwood. They really like to take associates that have potential and grow them.
You don't necessarily have to have school background or anything. It's your passion you have inside of you that shows what your work ethic.
You can come into the hotel maybe at an entry-level position, and there is so much room for opportunity and growth to move in your career to where you want to be.
Within a year, I went from turn-down to the room attendant position. So after about 2 years, I became a housekeeping supervisor.
Was hired as a concierge, moved on to be guest service manager at Royal Hawaiian Hotel, director of guest services at the Moana Surfrider, went into the food and beverage business, then moved here to Sheraton Waikiki, Twisted Hano Hano, Kai Market manager, and I'm currently the director of Asia Guest Services at Sheraton Waikiki.
I was offered a position as a guest service manager about a year into my security position. I was offered the position of a beverage manager, and I spent about 4 years in food and beverage in all different disciplines. I became the front office manager, spent a few years in running that department, and then had the opportunity to move to the back of the house and run the entire operation from the back of the house. And that was as director of property operations. From there, I was afforded the opportunity to move over to Westin Kaanapali Ocean Resort as a hotel manager.
The Sheraton Waikiki was opening up and that piqued my interest, so I applied and I got in as a mail clerk. And from there, my journey has been truly phenomenal. I worked my way up in every front office here in Waikiki, as well as I managed the Royal Hawaiian as a hotel manager for a few years. And then I think I have the best job here in Kioia and Starwood Waikiki as a Director of Cultural Services.
I was very fortunate, my timing was very good that I was able to move up fairly quickly from an assistant outlet manager to an outlet manager, then to an outlet manager of multiple areas. And then in 2009, I became the general manager of the Beach House restaurant. In 2011, an opportunity here at the Sheraton Maui opened up for this Director of Food and Beverage. And it really was a big step up for me as far as positions go. But I was very fortunate. Again, the timing was good, and I had right people in the right places that were willing to allow me the chance to do it. And so I did, and so here I am.
I got injured really bad where I would be out of work for both my jobs for 3 months. And at that time, because I got hurt somewhere else, It did affect my pay time. My family would help me, of course, but my work family also joined in and would visit me, bring me things. They created a Christmas party at my house for me because I couldn't really leave. And so that was beyond amazing, because when they all left and I turned around in my tree, oh God, were all these cards with money to help me pay my rent, because I wasn't working, and so money was a little bit tight.
I feel like you should apply for Starwood, because if they can help me grow as much as I've grown in such a short time, they can help anybody who's willing.
Starwood helped me to grow. They believed in me, they supported me, they gave me the tools to succeed, and that's really what started my career advancement into the management field.
The reason I love Starwood is they gave me the opportunity to make my dreams come true and become a chef.